It's a beautiful time to be alive, star beings. Welcome back to Spiritual Ascension, where we honor our soul, serve our life's purpose, and raise our vibration. So, I want to ask you a question. Do you know how to dance? We're going to talk about dancing, baby. Do you know how to dance? Right? You can answer that question, yes or no. Now, have you ever danced with somebody that knows how to dance? Have you ever danced with anybody that doesn't know how to dance? You're like, isn't this supposed to be a spiritual channel and you're talking about dancing? What the heck's going on over here? It's a great question. I'm glad you asked. So listen, whether you know how to dance or not, the answer is either yes or no, right? Have you danced with somebody that knows how to dance? So if you have and you don't know how to dance, you guys are not in rhythm, right? If you do know how to dance and you dance with somebody that knows how to dance, you guys have this harmonious rhythm, right? That just brings like swirling, this great energy, brings a lot of happiness and this euphoria to you if you both know how to dance, right? Or one, if you know how to dance and your partner doesn't, right? It's gonna be, it's hard to go dancing with somebody when you kind of know what you're doing and they don't, or they know what they're doing and you don't. So the reason I ask you that question is because this is the same when it comes to contacting your spirit guides, okay? You can always talk to your spirit guides. They are here, they're with me right now. They're always around you. Your spirit guides are honestly always with you, all the time. But can you connect to them? Have you tried? Have you tried meditation to connect? Have you tried astral projecting to connect? If you're trying to connect to your spirit guides and you haven't been able to, but you're trying, you honestly are, you're reading books, you're watching videos, you're asking questions, you're trying to find out why can other people do this and I can't? I'm trying so hard and yet it's not happening. Part of the reason why you could be, and I'm not saying the only reason, but part of the reason why you could be struggling is because you could have some blockages. You could be carrying some negative baggage with you that you need to release in order to match their vibration. So it's just like a dance, right? If you are the one that can't dance and your spirit guides are over there dancing, and believe me, they know how to dance. So your spirit guides are in this rhythm, right? Because dancing is a rhythm, right? And that rhythm is a movement of energy around you, right? When you dance, you move all the energy around you. I've talked about Native Americans and other cultures too. When they dance, it's about sharing the energy, raising the vibration, bringing in that love, and it's harmonious. And it's like watching, even if you don't know how to dance, but you watch two people on the dance floor, it even brings you euphoria, right? You're just like, whoa, that's so awesome. Like you feel that positive energy. Why? Because they are in sync with one another. Their energies are aligned. And not only that, but they're sharing their energy, but they're also creating that energy around them, and everyone around them can feel that energy, right? So it's very powerful. Everything, all this that I'm doing, everything around in between my hands and my fingers and everywhere around us is all energy. And so if I guarantee you, your spirit guides are excellent dance partners. But if you don't know how to dance and you're not meeting them, then it's going to be off, right? You're not going to be in sync with your spirit guides. So how can you learn to be a better dance partner? To dance with your spirit guides, right? When I say dance, I'm talking about connecting to them, speaking to them, communicating with them. I'm just using dance as an imagery for you because it's very similar to what it's like when you're trying to dance with somebody that has two left feet, right? It's not going to work out. You're going to struggle. And if you're struggling, it's not because your spirit guides don't know what they're doing. It's because you need to raise and match their vibration. So you can always set the intention and say, okay, I'm about to meditate. I want to connect to my spirit guides. And you set the intention by saying that, then you meditate and you're like, darn it, I couldn't connect. Or you say, okay, tonight I'm going to meditate. I'm going to do an astral projection meditation. So I'm going to listen to certain frequency, meditation music or whatever makes you feel comfortable. And you're going to meditate and you're setting the intention of when I go to sleep, I want to astral project and meet my guides, or I just want to dream about my guides. And it's just not happening for you. It's because you have to raise your vibration and match where they're at, right? So you have to be at a higher frequency. And so in order to do that, again, you always have to be, it's like being in the closet or being in a room. I use a closet because it's dark in there, right? It's dark in a closet. But sometimes you have to go to the dark and you have to ask yourself the honest answers and the honest questions, and give yourself the honest answers of what's stopping me. If you're one of those, there are individuals that'll watch a video per se like this one and be like, oh, I have spirit guides, cool, that's pretty cool, yeah, I want to connect to them, yeah, I want to see what it's like. But somewhere in the back of your mind, you really don't believe it. You really don't believe in spirit guides. It's just something that you think is cool, so you want to try. You're not going to connect to them, all right? Because again, by not believing, by not trusting your intuition, by not understanding what spirituality is, it's going to stop you from reaching certain goals that you're trying to reach. So my recommendation is be honest with yourself and find out, ask yourself, what am I doing wrong, right? Am I holding on to something negative? Am I being a negative person in my own personal life? Am I practicing spirituality part-time? Is this something I'm doing for fun, but not really doing because I take it serious? You have to ask yourself these questions, and only you know the answers to those. And you have to be honest with yourself. That's why I use the analogy of going to the closet, turn off the light, lock yourself in a dark, small space, and ask yourself the hard questions. And do the work that you need to do to overcome these things. Do the shadow work, and figure out why specifically, what's blocking you from raising your vibration. And when you do that, you will connect. You will connect, but you have to be balanced. You have to be grounded. So some tips I recommend is definitely grounding yourself before you want to make contact with anybody. Grounding yourself. There's so many different tricks on how to ground. I can come over here to this beautiful tree that I'm sitting on. I could just give this tree a big old hug and it immediately grounds me to the earth, right? Or you can close your eyes and you can picture, and I've done this in another video, but where you close your eyes and you take a couple deep breaths, and then every time you let out a deep breath, maybe 3 or 4, every time you tell yourself, this breath, when I release, I'm releasing all the anxiety. This breath, I'm releasing all the stress. This breath, I'm releasing all negative energy. This breath is just to calm me down. This breath, until you just feel relaxed. 2, 3, 4, 5 breaths. There's no exact science to it. It's just whatever you need to do to get to that point where you feel relaxed. And then imagine, like a tree right here, I'm sitting on the roots, right? I'm sitting on some of the roots. Imagine roots growing out of the bottom of your feet, and imagine them going to the center of the earth. And then imagine what the center of the earth looks like to you. Close your eyes and imagine that, and take a deep breath in. And when you take a deep breath in, picture your roots that are touching the core of the earth, right? In your mind, imagine, visualize that. And every time you take a deep breath, have that energy come up from the earth and come up into your body, and then release it back. And have it come up into your body, release it back to the earth. Have it come back into your body, release it. I like to do a 5 or 6 step process where I just have it come up to my ankle, I have it come up to my knee, have it come up to my calf, have it come up to my ribs, however you feel like doing it, whatever works for you. That is a great way to ground yourself too if you're not in nature. But just go up and hug a tree and tell the tree you love it. And something I love to do is, do this, get my chakras happy on my hands, and then just put my hands on a tree and feel its life force, and really try to feel its life force, and appreciate the tree and saying, thank you, I love you, thank you for being here, you're a beautiful being. Give it a hug. And it grounds you, it really does. So there's different ways to ground yourself, but you want to be grounded or you're going to struggle to connect, okay? And you want to make sure any blockages, or do you have a blockage in your third eye? Do you have a blockage in your heart chakra? Do you have a blockage in your crown chakra? These are the things that you have to ask yourself and clear out those blockages. And when you do, you will connect. And once you connect, you open up that doorway. But you have to first set the intention, make sure you're in the right spiritual mindset to make sure it happens, so that when you guys are together, you and your guides are together, it's going to be a very harmonious dance. And when you guys are together and you're communicating, it's an exchanging of energy between two multidimensional beings, right? And it's a beautiful process, and you're gonna find out so much about yourself. So if you wanna connect to your guides, but you're struggling, find out why. Look deep into yourself, be honest with yourself, fix the things that you need to fix, ground yourself, put yourself in alignment with their energy, and I promise you, you'll see the results. Thank you for watching this video. Have an energetic day, and I'll see you guys very soon. Take care, peace, love, and light. Bye-bye.